window. It looks cool in the driveway, see? Is it gonna snow some more? You gotta be kidding me. For real? I can make a whole giant snowman. We can have a snowball fight in the driveway.
Well, that's ice right there, baby. That's not snow.
It looks like snow.
Here, let's look. Just go ahead and open it. I wasn't going to open the door.
I can find my coat because that's freezing. Oh, my shoes because my feet are going to get cold if you open that door. For real. This is fun. Ah! It's wet. Really? This is nice.
Come on. So Journey's having fun watching the birds. They are enjoying the bird feeder. You said hello.
Oh, there's another one. There's four. There's four. There's four. Oh, now there's three.
It's a hot spot, isn't it?
Oh, now there's two. Now there's two. Did you put some in that little cup thing right there?
No, but some probably fell. Were you going to check the mail? It's Sunday. Look, guys. Boots in the south. I actually own 2 pair. So it's not as bad as what they said, but the worst is coming. This is before the storm, I guess. But there's ice underneath the snow. So it feels a little slippery. Let me check on these guys. I got a heater in here. I wonder if I can hook it up for them. Ah! Hey ladies and gentlemen, your water is frozen, I see. Okay. Y'all stay dry. Zip up your coat, Bubba. Everything's too small.
No, it's okay.
We need to invest in. But we don't ever get snow. So. Okay.
I know it looks like snow, but it probably snow. But this thing is gonna go fast. It's gonna. Sorry. It's gonna be hard doing this.
Choke for the stick. Are you okay? Are you okay? I hope she's okay. That girl always pokes herself in the eye.
Drop it.
He just went by on a sled, pulled by a truck. Maybe they'll go back up. I'd be worried about going down that hill. They'd probably go faster than a truck. Might get run over by the wheel.
Mom.
I'm going in. My hands are cold. Ma'am, get back in that coop where it's warm.
Mom, come here. Birds.
Oh my goodness. What am I going to do with her?
I'm gonna run away forever if you don't look at
I see the birds, baby. Right now I'm filming the chicken that's on the roof. You're going to freeze. Hi guys, welcome to Sunday. I'm going to make chicken and dumplings, but I have this on low, and look at the burner. It is lit up like the 4th of July, right? I'm like, why is that? That's not low. Let me turn it off for a minute. I don't know. Anyway, I went out and watered the ducks, and I fed a can of cat food to the chickens because they really can't get out and forage. They're all in the coop, and so I'm like, Winnie doesn't eat wet cat food. If we open it, she takes a couple laps of it, and then it just sits there all day. Aberdeen doesn't like it either. I don't know why. They prefer dry. So I stopped buying cat food, wet cat food. But we still have a ton of it left over because I had bought a full box and then another box on top of that, and then they just stopped eating it. And so I'm like, and it's the one that she used to like, the meow mix. So I'm like, well, the chickens will like it. So they was very happy with me. But I'm chopping up some celery to add into this. And I'm gonna make my dumplings. I don't have a can of biscuits, so I don't have to make them, but the worst is supposed to hit us starting at 4 or 5. I don't know. We'll see. But if this is all that happens and we get, I'm happy with that. I would really love to just see a blanket of snow. Like snow. This is like sleet out there. It's like ice with a little flurry on top. So, and if the power don't go out, that would be such a blessing. Such a blessing. This is probably overkill for celery, but I wanted to use it up. I could actually make chicken noodle soup if I wanted to. Maybe I'll do. Shirley prefers that, unless she wants chicken and dumplings. We'll find out. She's got a headache, so we'll figure out which one she wants. And this is really a small pot, so I really should. I wonder if I should. Switch over. Probably should. Let me see. Where's my big pot? Yeah, I think we really should switch over. First, let me wash this because it's kind of. Ay, ay, ay. Charlie said chicken noodle, so.
Say that, maybe she will find some support from somewhere else.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the vlog. I have to go out and water the animals. This is what we're looking like. It's very icy, very windy. There's gonna be no ice melting today because I did put some a little bit of salt there on the doorstep. Walking on ice. And the way Pam falls, you have to be very careful. Every step. This is slippery. Where's Clement? Clementine. Watch out for that. Oh, that right there where you hit your... No. Okay, you might hit yourself on that thing. Here, show them what you got.
Guys, can we hurry up?
Yeah.
My two's about to fly. Be careful, it's recording. Hi.
Hello everybody. So we're at Tuesday and we still can't leave our house. The roads are icy. It hasn't really gotten very, like, it's 37 degrees right now. And I think this is the warmest it has been. But this is the beef stew that I canned. This is just 2 jars. This is beef stew I canned before the storm. So we don't have anything really to cook. So we're gonna have this. Then over here, I'm making some sourdough, and so yeah. So this is just the beginning. So I just mix my water and my flour in my starter, and then let it set for a little bit. Let me grab my towel, which I think is in here. I thought it was in here. There it is. What do you think about my soup?
Oh, it's good. I enjoyed it. It's really good. It's like having another plate of it, another bowl of it.
Should I do cinnamon?
That's your coffee.
I'm doing sourdough. I think I will do cinnamon. It's real easy. You just roll some brown sugar and cinnamon in it. What do you really want?
Water.
Oh, well, get yourself a water, honey. This is getting sticky.
It is in my way. If I get up. how I get a cup. Look. Look. It's right here.
Okay.
I just put my arm there. And then I put myself.
Hi guys. Happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Gosh, I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Wednesday. Put this over here. Put her back in the fridge. Stick this drink in the refrigerator. I don't know if this one's had it or not. Journey is the one that drinks. Journey and Sterling. So anyway, I made my sourdough, cinnamon sourdough this morning. I asked my husband which one he wanted, and he said he didn't care. So I decided to go for that. Sourdough starter is doing amazing. So my dad had a doctor's appointment this morning. He's been having some issues with, he has COPD. So he's been having issues with that. He also feels like there's something stuck in his throat. So he's been having issues eating. So he hasn't really been able to eat. He can only drink. And so my sister got him some protein shakes. Anyway, they're doing some tests. So if y'all would just pray for my dad that he gets over this and gets to feeling better, because, you know. But yeah, I was like waiting to hear back from her. I guess he's like really weak because obviously he's not getting enough to eat and just, you know. Anyway, my husband got called into work. Well, he was gonna go to work anyway. They apparently were open today, but they called because of something, and I guess from the snow melting. I don't even know where the drainage pipes were coming off the building or something. It was going in. I don't know. Not my story to tell. I don't really know. So he had to go in a couple hours early. So he's like, I'm just gonna stay and work. And so that's what he's doing. I was in there trying to post and edit some videos. So I've got a couple more ready to go. I was working on thumbnails. And then I decided to sweep and vacuum and do all that. But we're supposed to get another snowstorm this weekend, so I don't know. I don't know if we aren't, I don't know. I know it's 43, so the snow is melting, but it freezes at night. It's not gonna get, we're not gonna get over these cold temps until sometime after the snowstorm that's supposed to come Saturday. We're gonna try to get out tomorrow. I have a package. I sold some stuff on eBay and I have a package that has to go to UPS. Let me tell you about Pam's luck, okay? I can't see you guys. I notice a lot of times when I'm talking, I'm out of focus, and that's just because I can't see, but I can see with these glasses on. So let me, there's a little bit of a glare. Let's see if we can point you up and down. There you go. So I printed off the shipping label, and I noticed after it printed off, it said UPS. And I was like, I can't go to the UPS. I'm like, but I can do a pickup, you know, a postal pickup. So I was like, and so I deleted that, or canceled that label. It was like $10 and something to pay for it, and they're like, oh, this, you know, could take a couple weeks before you get a refund. Like, great. Anyway, so then I go back in there to buy another one, and it's like the buyer selected UPS. I'm like, when did I ever offer UPS shipping with it? I only offered USPS ground shipping or priority. I never did UPS. So I ended up having to buy the label again, even though it was the exact same label that I already tried to cancel. And now I have to figure out how to get to UPS, because we live where we live, right, in South Carolina. They don't have snow plows. They don't have salt. I mean, they have them on the interstates and some of the busier like highways, I'm assuming. But these back roads that we live off from, they're just covered. They're covered. We live on a hill. We can't tell you how many people we have watched try to get up this road and end up sliding back down. So the fact that my husband was able to get out, he has 4-wheel drive on his truck, and so he was able to get out and get there. He was like, yeah, but there's just so many slippery spots and, you know, bad spots. He's like, I don't know about you going to Zumba tomorrow, you know. So we'll see. Other than the roads, if we had salt trucks that came and salted our roads, we'd be sitting really pretty. We wouldn't have any issues, but we don't. They don't do that here. Like at home, they plow the roads and salt when they need to salt, but here they don't. So, but you know, sun's shining. My yard is nothing but an ice skating rink. So, but I went out this morning and gave the ducks water, and so this is the second time I went out to give them water, and their water isn't frozen. And I think it's because of I had put all the tarps around the chicken coop, and then there's a lot of hay and stuff in there, so I think, you know, just overall it's just somehow staying above freezing in there, and the water's not freezing. So But I left it open and they were so cute because they come out and they were so excited to come out, and then they get to the ice and their like feet are like sliding all over. It was cute, but now they're all, everybody, the door is wide open, but everyone chooses to stay in the coop where there's hay and stuff. So, I mean, I don't blame them. But yeah, there's not a whole lot going on. It's just, even though it's like normal, but it's different, you know what I mean? Like, we can't go anywhere and do anything. I don't have any food to cook, so I'm like, what do? I used up the last of my, there's probably a couple more cups of the unbleached flour, but not enough to make another sourdough bread. So enough to keep my sourdough going. And then I do have a bunch of, I mean, I could bake stuff, but I don't know what we're gonna have for dinner. Yesterday I opened up those 2 cans of beef stew. We have 2 more cans, but I don't think we want beef stew again. And the girls had spaghetti for lunch. We had spaghetti. So tomorrow, if we make it out to the store, you know, we're going to stock back up, and I need to get more stuff for my more unbleached flour. I need more bird seed. One of my favorite things was seeing the birds come to eat at the bird feeder when it was so cool. I mean, we still get them, but it wasn't like when it snowed and there was so many. There's one at it right now. But, you know, at one time we had like 10 or 12 birds out there just a munching. I'm like, this is my favorite. So, but yes, 3 o'clock. I'm going to work again downstairs and make some more items for my farm stand that I plan on having this summer. I'm hoping by June. So I mentioned before about wanting to have a farm stand, and I think I finally got my husband talked into it. So, and you know, sometimes you just have to speak these things into existence. You have to you have to manifest. You have to manifest them. So I'm already like saying I am going to have this farm stand. I am making items to go in the farm stand. I am planning things. I am researching things. I just have to have it built, and have the supplies I need. I have like stickers for my eggs and stuff like that. I have egg cartons, enough to at least get me by for a while. But you know, I'm gonna do some sourdough stuff. It's not gonna be like a crazy, I know a lot of people, some farm stands are just like a bake sale, like they have a lot of their stuff that they bake. And then I am going to, my main focus will be during that time, if we have peaches, to sell peaches and my eggs. And then I'm going to, you know, make a few sourdough loaves of bread, put them out there. If they do good, then maybe I'll make more. I'm going to probably sell some jellies. I want to make a bunch of dandelion jelly. I'm going to have my sister make some jelly. I'm going to sell my sister makes some salves, and we use the self-heal one all the time that she gave me. All the time. It goes on. It's like, we don't use antibiotic cream. We use the self-heal salve that she gave me. Journey gets scratched. She got scratched by Aberdeen, like over here. Aberdeen was falling off the bed apparently, and she tried to grab her to pull her back up, and she scratched like here and somewhere on her side, and so she put the self-heal on it. Anytime she gets boo-boo, whatever, self-heal goes on that, and that's what we use. And so I told her that either I can buy these things from her, or she can just send them back to me, and as they sell, I can Venmo or Cash App her the money that, you know, we get from it. She makes teas, so I want to sell some of her teas. I want to sell some of her salves. I want to sell some of her jellies. She wants to do a farm stand, but she just don't have time to do it. But I think she would do excellent at it because she makes all kind of candles. She does. Her daughter makes candles, like, you know. And yeah, so I have been looking at a lot of flowers. Y'all know I want to go flower crazy and have a bunch of flowers. I'm gonna sell bouquets, so I want to pick up any vases that I find when I'm thrifting, you know, and keep a lot of vases, and that way I can sell the flowers with the vase. A lot of people use the mason jars. I prefer to thrift some vases and use the vases before I go to mason jars, if that makes sense. Now, if I sell out of them and then need to go to mason jars, I can, or, you know. But that is, so that's my goal, and I've been looking at a lot of these flowers and gardens and trying to imagine. So this area up here, our driveway, and then our little walkway to the chicken coop, in between the driveway and the chicken coop, I have one flower bed there, but I plan on building that into some kind of a garden, just building it up. And I watched this person, I don't have TikTok, I have Instagram, but I'm not on Instagram very much. I'm mainly on Facebook or Facebook Reels. And so what I have been doing is researching, and I showed my husband, I was like, see how hers looks, I want it. And he was like, yeah, I like that. So she has, she called it her cottage garden, and she was like, you would think that you wouldn't be able to grow stuff like this with our soil, which is mostly clay, blah, blah, blah. She built it up, and she started off with newspapers and then putting the potting soil or the dirt on top of the newspapers, and then, you know, planting her stuff and it growing and, you know, building it up from there. So I told him what I want to do is I'm going to start buying these bags of garden soil. I'm going to need a lot of it. It'd probably benefit me to probably buy scoops of it, but I figure if I start now, I should be pretty good. I'll just buy, once they put them out, buy a couple a week. And I'm just going to place them around where I plan on planting. So on the other side of the duck pen, I'm going to do my cucumbers and my squash over there. So that way my cucumbers can go up the duck pen. I did it similar one year, and I did it in front, but this time we're going to be off to the side. And so that's gonna, I want to grow cucumbers, and I want to do more squash or zucchini. And I figured if we cucumbers there, they could grow up the side. I can do squash in mounds, and, you know, there. I might save my actual garden for more vegetables. We'll see. Along the front of our house is going to be our zinnias and some other flowers. We'll see what we decide to plant there. I want to get a couple more roses. I have a rose bush I bought at Ollie's, and if they have more this year, I'm going to buy more. It did really good. It's beautiful. And so on the corner of my chicken coop, I'm going to do a couple more roses there. And then I have the line from the chicken coop, like in front of where the yellow fence is, and we're gonna do more flowers there. I don't know which ones. And then in the front of the coop, we're going to do sunflowers because I just love them there. And then all of this area is going to be my cottage flower garden where I will build it up. And so I want to, oh, also in the front of the house, we need to put some more flowers because I have already tulips, different tulips there. Daffodils are there. I have a lot of bulb flowers there, so I just need more. A lot of that dirt had washed away. I just need to build. So I think the first couple bags of dirt will just go in there, so that way when those go up, you know. And then my peonies, I have to put those somewhere. I have to figure that out. So I'm like trying to map out things in my brain, like where I want what word. And yeah, that's my plan, is just to grow as many flowers. Don't leave that down there so when we have to clean it out, we can. I had to figure out where it was, where it got off. But yeah, so I ordered some more flowers on. Let me know if you're interested, and I can tell you some of the ones that I have planned on growing. I told my husband save all milk jugs, and we're gonna start doing some in those. I want to have some hanging baskets. I'm going to do, I already showed you some of my flowers, but yeah, I have a list. I have a list of them. So but yeah, pretty low-key day. We're gonna do school in a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna work on some things that I'm putting in my farm stand, which is some embroidered towels, some wash rags. Yeah, I just dreaming. But yeah, if you could pray for my dad that he gets better. Dad, I hope you feel better. I hope you get better. And yeah.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Jesus loves you.